Albion Online is a game. Developed by a group of cheeky dudes in Berlin at Sandbox Interactive, Albion Online is a sandbox multiplayer online experience where you are what you wear. Well, that doesn't make me feel very confident in myself. I guess my starting class is microwaved hot dogs on bread, or a giant fucking Cheeto. Immediately upon starting Albion Online, you're greeted with your generic horny Western RPG theme that sounds pretty good, an awesome painting of these richly detailed characters, fighting off a horde of undead, and then you're sent to the character select screen where the character models might look on par with Final Fantasy VII. At first glance, Albion Online may look like its art direction is outdated, or designed by a freshman attending their introductory online classes in game development, but you see that's the game's aesthetic. Meant to replicate the days of old, during the Wild West days of MMOs, where all of your hard work is deleted by randos who have a thirst for blood and whatever's in your pockets. To be quite honest, the graphics of the game add to its charm. After so many hours I've spent with my character, I actually couldn't imagine him any other way. The characters are pretty cute. Albion Online recently went free to play, and that is usually something that turns potential newcomers away, as they run from the inevitable swarm of foreign silver farming accounts named Swargovsnid, who spam you with messages trying to scam you into buying silver. And besides that, this is something that you can do within the game. My guess is to thwart gold farming companies from getting down and dirty within the player base and DDoSing the servers, but I guess like bedbugs in a 3-star motel, they never really go away, so fuck it. I can punch the PayPal button and be rich as fuck in a few seconds. Woo! I win! You spend the first few hours of Albion Online learning its mechanics of gathering, crafting, fishing, clicking on snakes, riveting. As you click your way to victory, you are constantly reminded, hey stupid, we have a giant robust wheel of learning that you can explore. Over here you can specialize in clicking, and over here you can specialize in clicking. Right here you can specialize in what clothes you want to wear while you're clicking, and over here, you get where I'm going. The risk in Albion Online is what makes the game intriguing, where death has meaning, and losing all of your loot is the real punishment upon getting yeeted by a blob of letters. No, haha, just kidding, I'm not dead. This is something that most MMOs don't dare to try because of the amount of babies that'll rage quit and play something else. When death has meaning, you pay more attention to your surroundings, you try to make friends, and you roll with a squad and try not to get utterly destroyed by a zerg of 67 bandits in 15 frames per second. Areas on the map are color-coded. Blue means, yeah, you okay? Yellow is like, don't PvP flag yourself. Red is the color of blood, so obviously it isn't sunshine and farts, you can and will be killed. Black zones are where anything goes, so it basically means don't go alone or you'll get ganked. The town hubs are impossible to navigate because of thousands of players standing around at one time in any given section of the city. But this is where most of them congregate and form groups, guilds, and alliances in 15 frames per second. Mostly everything in Albion Online was made by a player, like you. That helmet you made? It'll be worn by Bong Lord 420, a noble lad with a heart of gold and a taste for adventure, and fuck, he's gone. Each weapon or piece of armor have skills on them for you to choose from. Weapons usually have types of attacks or spells. Armor pieces will have skills that can buff or heal you, and boots will have a getaway skill that can help you close the gap on your unsuspecting prey. Albion Online has mounts. If you play its tutorial, you get an ass to ride around on. Eventually you can ride stags, horses, wolves, lizards, birds, or oxes? I don't know how to speak anymore. Perhaps you'd like to buy your very own island, where you can plant carrots, raise livestock. You can really just do whatever the fuck you want in Albion. You could specifically just be a weaponsmith and nothing else if you really wanted to. I'm sure your guild would love you for it. Albion Online reminds me of a mix of games like your Diablos, your Path of Exiles, your Torchlets, or maybe even a MOBA like League of Legends where you have skills on your Querdiff. Albion is also a lot like EVE Online. Just a fantasy setting, minus the state of the corporation meetings that sound more hardcore than your actual day job. You can do PvE expeditions or dungeons, and let's just be honest, you're only grinding those so that you can become one of those bloodthirsty bandits from the guild Hot Boys and murk whoever stands in your way. Find that guild or alliance to join and hold down territory to get into large PvP battles, which I didn't get any footage of, but I can tell you after participating in a group of 10 or 11 people roaming the area looking for groups to fight, it's incredibly fun and exhilarating, especially when you get to steal their shinies. Albion Online is a game. A good game. If you have the taste for sandbox-style MMOs like that of EVE Online, where playing it is a second fucking job. You know, like if you call out one day and your leader that's half of your age can scold you and demote you to healer, where you live out the rest of your days pressing W until everything around you and your passion for video games die. If you like top-down games and dungeon crawlers and you don't give too much of a fuck that it looks like a bunch of cardboard cutouts, then you'll dig it. Play Albion Online. If you don't like it, well, it was free and nothing was lost except for the 3 megabytes that it took up on your hard drive. I rate Albion Online 8 out of 10 carrots on an island.